What is up, Pisces Nation? Welcome to your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. I hope all is well. It's been a while, Pisces. It's good to catch up with you. This is a general reading. It may resonate with you if you happen to have Pisces in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And it may resonate even if you happen to be cross-watching for a Piscean. Understand that the roles can be reversed. Let me be upfront with you as well and let you know that there's going to be some sensitive subjects that are going to be discussed in this reading. And if that's something that you'd rather not get into, then, here's your opportunity to click off. This may not be the video for you. Otherwise, those of you who are ready to roll with me, let's dive straight into the channeled messages for the Pisces Nation. If you would like to fast forward past this portion and go straight to the reading, the timestamp for where the reading begins can be found below. Let's dive right into this. Pisces. The hidden clock. Birthday makeover. Manicure. They need an intervention. Weird addiction. They live in a van. Idaho. Idaho. Broken men ruining you. Quantum jumping in your sleep. Pus. Inmate attacks officer. Shift your reality. Crunch time. Python. Salamander. California. Drug trafficking. Commissary. Cameras have captured this. Doing my rounds. Man boobs. Iowa. On the border. Dominique. Brian. Brain tumor. I'm hungry. Where are my glasses? Health and wellness. Let's go all the way. John. Decree. Texas toast. At the bottom of the stairs. Self-taught. Named after a gemstone. So when I say named after a gemstone, somebody could have the name amber, jade, sapphire, rose, as in rose quartz, malachite. So maybe their name is Malachi. Maybe they have a name that sounds similar to a stone. That's what I'm getting though. All right. Let's see what's going on for the Pisces Nation. Holy Spirit, show me what's going on with Pisces. Right off the bat, there's a Sagittarius. Pisces Ascendant, Pisces Sun. Maybe you are Pisces Sun. Maybe you're a Sag Ascendant. Maybe this has something to do with these signs. I will start off the reading. Based on the last reading I did for you, Mercury retrograde was an issue. So this feels like there might be difficulty with communication, possibly with an Aries. Perhaps somebody has an Aries moon. Yep, opposition. There is some type of difficult communication with possibly a Gemini or a Capricorn that might be coming up this week. Especially since, yep, and here it is again, square, retrograde came right back out. Yeah, this strong energy of Cancer and Leo. And you got a Scorpio, which doesn't surprise me because Scorpio came up so heavily in your last reading. That was like a highly featured sign. And you've also got Libra Sun. I did see Venus, so that would naturally be Libra and Taurus. That may have something to do with this situation. It just seems like either somebody struggles to communicate, like they have some type of a speech issue, or their vocabulary isn't really broad. Mercury, once again, Virgo and Gemini. This might have something to do with somebody that you're speaking to. Somebody has some type of an illness. Name off pus in the channeled messages. You're definitely at some type of a crossroads. You definitely have somebody doing some type of spell work for sure. Like some crossroads magic. Okay, I think I see the lesson. It's going to take a little bit of time, it feels like, maybe for a relationship to grow. Maybe some of you Pisceans are pregnant. Random side note, some of you might be getting your period this week. You might be very good with animals. You might be very nurturing. You might be a delicate soul, Pisces. This isn't to be mistaken with me trying to say that you're weak. No, I'm saying that you're delicate, meaning that you're sweet, you're kind. You are very empathetic to other people's needs. It just feels like that might be what kind of causes you to maybe feel like you get trampled in relationships. You might feel that maybe, because I think that there might be a hardcore side to you too. But I think that's the part that people see first. And if people cross you, I think that they see that hardcore side. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is it feels as though maybe somebody took your kindness for weakness in a situation, or this is just people. Someplace in your life, you're feeling undervalued. It could definitely be in a relationship. Maybe you're feeling this week a bit discouraged. Maybe you haven't been the most popular individual, and maybe you kind of feel like the underdog in some type of way. So maybe this week you might be thinking about some qualities that maybe you wanted to adopt, to change about yourself. Because it just looks like maybe you've been a bit antisocial. I think your guides want you to realize that you're way more in control of your destiny, Pisces, than you may even realize. Maybe this is what brings you to astrology, or brings you to tarot, is maybe you kind of feel like this is like you're aligned with your destiny. Like this might be a part of it. And I don't know, it looks like you're meant to be somebody that brings foresight to people, or you're really heavily into divination. Yeah. You do some type of divination possibly, or this is something you have an aspiration to do, something that you're interested in doing. Maybe you currently do this, and maybe there's a lot of eyes on you this week in particular, these next 7 days. But it feels like while you're trying to figure out not your career path, but your calling, basically for some of you it might be a career path. Maybe, you know, not every Pisces watching has like a spiritual calling. But I definitely feel like a majority of you are going through some type of awakening, or have been through some type of awakening in the past. Anyway, I said all that to say this. It feels like while you're trying to figure those things out, you might have a health issue that maybe has been disrupting you in some type of way, or creating some type of challenge for you. Maybe it has in the past, and it feels like it's going to... There's something here either regarding your health or the health of somebody around you, possibly another water sign. This is going to become relevant. This is definitely a week where you are embracing your shadow, where your guides really want you to dive deep into your insecurities, the things about yourself that you don't want people to see, that you kind of hide away, shy away from. These things are going to be brought to the forefront, I feel, this week. Possibly in you and in someone else. It's going to be tested, okay? Because like I said, there's some type of conflict that's coming toward you. Or there's somebody in your energy that just doesn't want to face the truth. And that might be the biggest barrier to getting your point across to this person, is the fact that maybe they are a know-it-all. They don't want to hear you out. And they think that their way is right. And this might be a major trigger for you this week, Pisces Nation. Having to do in areas of your relationship. It feels like your relationships are what's really occupying your mind this week. Or this is what somebody is occupied about you. It's like somebody isn't sure what to say, or maybe how to fix the situation with you, or to show you that they genuinely love you. Because, you know, for some of you, whether this is a romantic or platonic situation, I feel like there's somebody that genuinely does care. Like I said, it feels like you're at a crossroads, and it might be I don't know. We're going to see what this is, what your guys recommend about this communication situation. Maybe some of you are communicators for a living. I did say that maybe you do tarot or you do some type of divination. Maybe you do so on a platform. Maybe you're on YouTube or, I don't know, IG. Yeah. This is where your guys want you to trust the universe's plans for you. There's a decision that I feel like you're meant to make this week, Pisces. And I think that there might be some discouragement, maybe because something has taken a while to take place. And I think your guides are trying to get you to understand divine order. That sometimes it takes for things to take place in divine order. And that sometimes your mindset can be the quickest kind of barrier to you manifesting what you want. Because it looks like right now you're dealing with self-inflicted binds. So this is part of the shadow that they want you to release this week. You're holding yourself back in so many different ways. You're extremely powerful, Pisces. And I think this is what the universe is trying to show you through angel numbers. So I think that there might be a lot of angel numbers, a lot of seeming coincidences here kind of popping up for you. Yeah, there's something that's time sensitive here. And I think that this might have something to do with a health issue. I do. Right off the bat, I'm getting maybe a fertility issue. This might be fibroids. I'm definitely hearing malignancy. Of course, this isn't the case for everyone, so please don't automatically get alarmed. If it's your situation, you may recognize it. But please don't automatically think, oh my God, it's me. She's talking about me. I may not even be speaking to you. So, yeah, that part. We talked about it, Leo. It's just basically like Leo is dominating your reading. Maybe you have a dominating Leo somewhere in your energy. Oh. Well, that's the energy that's coming in this week. There's someone that, and I think with you, Pisces, having a heightened intuition, I think you have an idea that maybe this is about to take place soon. You have a hunch. But like I said, you've done some type of divination. You've watched a lot of tarot, and you already anticipate this happening. Retreat. This feels as though maybe somebody has pulled back. Patience is on the other side. Yeah. So it does. It feels like maybe it's been a long time. It's been a while since you've seen someone. You've maybe heard from them. Maybe your past, here it is, conflict. So maybe your past interaction with this person was conflict. It doesn't have to be the most recent thing, but it just feels like it happened in the past. At some point, yep, this is somebody coming forward this week or within the next 7 days, it feels like, to try to repair the damage. This is what I mean. You're on someone's mind heavily, Pisces, and I'm struggling not to say Scorpio. So Scorpio is another energy that's dominating this reading. Somebody desperately wants to talk to you. I don't think that you're in a really good place with this person, and it may have something to do with I did say a Gemini. For some of you, this has something to do with a love relationship. Maybe, you know what, this week, Pisces, things look a bit complicated. And yeah, it looks like maybe this what this mental conflict is about. Since we're talking about relationships and somebody showing you that they love you, and maybe, you know, it's just been kind of difficult this week. I don't know what this is about, but we're going to get to the bottom of it. Somebody is like a hindrance to your relationship. You might have some people, Pisces, that don't want to see you guys together. Here's a Capricorn and an Aquarius. Yes, so just like what happened in the Pisces reading, there's an earth sign, an earth energy that's coming to you this week, Pisces Nation. Or this is you possibly going toward someone. It doesn't have to be an earth sign. And remember, when I say earth sign, it doesn't mean that it has to be their sun sign. It could be in their moon, their rising, their Venus are dominant in their chart. Let's see how this plays out. Libra. Oh, okay. Well, there it is. You can't seem to talk to someone without it erupting into conflict. There's been some type of pattern here. I'm trying to see what you guys are fighting about. That would give me some type of understanding. It may have something to do with somebody's behaviors, obstacles. This is what I mean. You got other people involved in your relationship. It feels like nosy people that want to know the tea. Maybe even some neighbors. Maybe they're eavesdropping on your conversations. Maybe you guys are fighting loud and other people are overhearing it and they want to see what in the world is going on. There's been some type of pattern. And it feels like it has a lot to do with temptation. The pattern might have something to do with the fact that maybe somebody stepped out on you. If this is a romantic situation, yeah, separation. This is precisely the reason that you guys may have separated in the past. This is your current energy, or this is just what's heavily on your mind this week. Should we separate? Should we go our separate ways? Are really, really compatible with one another? We fight all the time, or somebody is too busy trying to get their point across and not listening to the other person. So this week, Pisces Nation, if this is genuinely you and you're hoping to repair the damage, it might be absolutely necessary for you to listen and hear someone out, either Pisces or cross-watcher, because that's one of the biggest challenges for you this week. Again, especially with Mercury being in retrograde. I see maybe there's been some frustration in the past, or right now you guys are going through some type of stress. This is a cycle for you guys. So either you're repairing the damage together, or you are going your separate ways to do your own shadow work to repair the damage within self, because that's what what your guides are bringing out this week. This is a relationship that was meant to evolve into the next phase. But it just feels like somebody is pretending, or somebody is too busy gaslighting you this week. Needing to be right. And then kind of appearing aloof. Kind of like backing up. Putting on a stoic front. Stonewalling you basically is what this feels like. Rather than talking things out. Holy Spirit, show me Pisces. Pisces Nation. I think you might be spending some time apart because you're realizing that this is kind of toxic. Some of you, this is a marriage or a relationship that was meant to evolve into a marriage. But here it is, Ten of Swords. The backstabbing is what happened here. And this is why the relationship, this is where it stopped here. This is the cycle. Some type of betrayal. Somebody is doing something to you again and again. I think Pisces, like I said, it feels like you're walking away from this situation. You're distancing yourself from this person so that you can figure out what you want. Do I have that right, Spirit guys? How is this going down this week? Yep. You're caught up in drama. This week, Pisces, or this is somebody trying to catch you up in drama. It's time for a change. Do not put off decisions any longer. All right, this is exactly what we started talking about at the top of the reading, that there is some type of decision that you're faced with, and maybe it's a very difficult decision to completely separate and sever the ties from someone. Some of you, it feels like it might be difficult for you to do so because you have children. Others of you, it feels like the paperwork has already been filed. You're just waiting for the finalization of things. Some of you, I think that maybe this is where you are currently in the stage of, you know what, let me go and talk to a lawyer. Let me see what my out is in this situation. Because it does feel like somebody might be losing out on money, or this is somebody that has children with you possibly, and maybe they're not paying child support. Or they're not supporting you in some type of way. Some of you, you feel kind of stuck in this situation because you have kids. Okay. That's what's going on this week. So I think you might want to yeah, somebody's going to really trigger you this week, Pisces. Or like I said, this is you triggering someone. It might feel with this person that maybe they disregard your views, your opinions. They're reckless. They kind of rush to decisions or jump to conclusions here without really knowing the facts. Or maybe you just feel like somebody's just not serious. They don't really take a serious approach to life, and that's just really becoming a barrier between the two of you this week, Pisces Nation. Some of you are in court for a different reason, but I'm going to get to that in a minute. I can't help but to notice some of you might have a job interview coming up. Just a little side note before I forget about that. And I definitely see that somebody is kind of like lost in math class in particular. Like they don't get what's going on. This might be your child, or this could be you, or somebody around you. Let's see, Pisces. What's the next step here? Some of you, like I said, you're finding out that your divorce is finalized this week. But it's just still a bitter type of atmosphere this week. For what, though? Okay. This is the issue. Somebody did. I see that somebody cheated on a partner, and maybe they don't want to be honest. They don't want... Again, somebody is avoiding the truth. Somebody does not want to be honest. And I did say that some of you might be on a public platform. You might do tarot or this type of thing. This feels like this is somebody trolling in your comments. It might even be somebody that you know posing as somebody else so that they, you know, they don't want to be real about who they are. But like I said, Leo and Libra are prevalent in your reading. Somebody might have a drinking addiction, and somebody might mishandle money, Pisces. I'm trying to see where you guys go from here, because it looks like you're angry at this person. Yeah, this is the final approach. Trust, you're on somebody's mind. Somebody is thinking about approaching you. And I think this is someone realizes that this might be the last straw, the last opportunity to maybe fix this. And maybe, you know, they don't want to change. That's the issue. They don't want to change their behavior. This is why you guys are saying this week you got to embrace the shadow. You've been running from something or someone that you're dealing with. Once again, Leo. Running from something here. It's like somebody doesn't want to open up. This might be an artist. This could be somebody that maybe they sing, they write music. Maybe somebody draws. They're very artistic in some type of way. It's like somebody has this pessimistic attitude about this. It might be that this week maybe you're trying to avoid someone, Pisces, because they're negative and they might, it seems like maybe there's always something negative coming out of their mouth about you, or maybe just life in general. I know more than you might think. Somebody is saying, I know more than you might think. Like I said before, you do your own divination. You're heavily into tarot. Or like I said before, you're highly intuitive. I think you're not wanting to deal with somebody's negativity. You're not wanting to deal with them being quick-tempered this week. Maybe you need some space. And maybe you wish somebody would think before they speak. I think that maybe somebody wants more attention, and maybe they get jealous when maybe they don't get this attention from you. And so this might be why they're coming in with a trigger this week, trying to trigger you. I think that maybe somebody doesn't feel good about themselves. So they're going to respond instead with negative words, negative actions. This feels like this is a parent. This is an authority figure. So this could be happening in like a parent-child situation. I think that maybe someone does, especially if this is parent to child. I think that somebody does want to repair the damage. I think that somebody would like to give this relationship another chance. Somebody would genuinely like to bring about some type of positive change in your situation. The issue is, once again, somebody does not want to listen. Somebody doesn't want to feel like you're listening on the surface. They feel like they really want you to listen from the heart and genuinely see their point of view. They feel like you won't be honest about something. You won't be truthful. So yeah, choose peace this week, Pisces. I think somebody wants to choose peace. This could definitely be a family member, and right beneath that is peace offering. So it definitely does feel like someone is thinking about bringing a peace offering with you to try to repair the damage, to try to at least peel back the resentment because somebody really feels like you're still angry at them about some type of betrayal. Something happened with somebody's car. Yeah, it looks like one of you looks at the other one as being selfish. So that's what I see as far as a relationship is concerned. You've been beyond patient and understanding with someone, and this week it just feels like maybe you're deciding not to talk to someone until you figure out what you want to do. And some of you, maybe you are talking to the person, but you're like avoiding the elephant in the room. You're not talking about the main issue. It's just kind of being swept under the rug right now. Family. Yeah. Some of you, this is going on with family members. Or this is, like I said, somebody that maybe you're trying to build a family with. Maybe this is family that has stabbed you in the back. Yep, you need some time to rest. I think you're tired. I think you're exhausted this week, Pisces. Some of you have some back pain. Look at this. You see what I mean? Yes, somebody's trolling. And like I said before, I think you know who this person is. It is a Leo, Libra. This feels like this is going on in the tarot community. Tarot, you know, that type of thing. Anyway, what is this here? You have patience here. You got an hourglass here. Okay, I was trying to say time is of the essence with something. I also feel like somebody has a drinking problem. All right, let's see what's going on this week, Pisces, with your work. This week, there might be a level of difficulty trying to stay focused. It might be because you're so tired. And it might be that your thinking is kind of foggy right now. Or there's just something really heavily on your mind. It's not just on your mind, it's on your heart. So in other words, it feels like it's whatever you're feeling and thinking emotionally, it feels like it becomes a distraction. And it might hinder you a little bit from getting something done, Pisces, this week. I think that one of the decisions you might have that you're faced with this week may have something to do with work. You might be deciding whether or not this is the path that you're on is the path that you would like to continue to travel. And is it maybe time to do something else? Because when it comes to work and career, I feel like maybe there's a decision that you're faced with and maybe you've been putting that off for a while, Pisces. Some of you have got to be dealing with an air sign. What's going on with... Yep, this has everything to do with your emotions. Yeah, I think you might be talking to an elder this week about what's really going on with you. Or what to do about this situation. So this whole job situation, right? I think some of you Pisceans might be looking for other means of employment. I just feel that way. Maybe this job isn't cutting it anymore. Maybe, you know, there is an obstacle having to do with your work situation. It might have something to do with privacy. It might have a lot to do with people not being able to mind their own business. I think, remember I started off the reading talking about, I think that you have a very meek and sensitive side to you. But I also feel like you have a very hard and stern side of you as well. I think, honestly, Pisces, there might be people at work that kind of, like I said before, take your kindness for weakness. I don't know, you might be given some pushback this week having to do with certain people. Because you definitely have, I don't know if this is some type of, I think there's somebody at your job that maybe some of you Pisceans you want to confront. I think the thing is this week, Pisces, because your intention is to stay focused. You're winning this week. You're on your grind this week, Pisces. I don't know if you're naturally competitive or this is the people around you that are trying to be competitive. They're trying to match your motivation in some type of way, as if there's some type of a competition playing out. But be careful about bringing that energy into your job, Pisces. I don't know. Because it just kind of looks like that's just that type of week for you. But if at all possible, be careful not to bring whatever energy you're feeling inside, whatever's going on at home or outside of work. I don't know. It just feels like there might be some people that kind of notice that and kind of take advantage of it, Pisces. It's the look on your face. It's your expression, or it's the fact that maybe you kind of pulled back, or maybe this is just, period, your energy. You're wanting to pull back from other people because they're kind of... Are you late for work? Because you are trying to stay focused. There's something that has you feeling like you might need to stay focused on something. I kind of feel like this is a boss that's probably giving you some type of grief this week. Pisces, let me see who this is. Even at work, well, we are talking about, yeah, retrograde. There might be some people at work that you clash with. Honestly, Pisces, I honestly think you want to leave there, but I think you have maybe obligated yourself to stay. But I think that part of you might feel like, yeah, it is necessary to maybe put up barriers to protect yourself this week. Cooperation instead of competition. So this is what I mean. Somebody is definitely trying to compete with you. They made this situation more difficult and more complicated than it needs to be. But like I said, it feels like maybe you're late. You're trying to catch up. You're playing catch up this week. It feels like, Pisces. You got a lot going on. Not only that, it feels like maybe there's somebody that broke into your car, broke into your house. There's something that's going on here. Anyway, you got that going on in the background. Organized discipline. It feels like your guides definitely are encouraging you to get organized for something here, because it feels like what's getting ready to happen is that you're going to be very busy. You gotta take time to take care of your health. Something is going on there. Yep, keep things still. I think that this is you. I think this is you procrastinating. I think you've been patient, okay? You've been kind of like sitting back, but not making a decision. You're at a crossroads. There's a decision that you need to make, and your guides are saying it's time. Divine timing has showed up. It's time for you to stop putting off decisions. So I think when it comes to your work, Pisces Nation, you're reevaluating some things this week. You're reevaluating whether or not you should stay, or if it's time to maybe change your thinking about something. I think honestly you want to leave. Or you might want to just take a break, like take a trip possibly. It just feels like, yeah, you do want to go on retreat. It just feels like you have burnt yourself out of this job. And like I said, it feels like you're ready to move on to something else. But maybe you're trying to hang in there. I can't help but to notice that some of you are in school. So maybe this has something to do with a job that you've been in school for a while. And so you kind of, again, that might have something to do with your obligation to stay, that feeling that you should stay. Locked doors can now be opened. So it feels like there could be somebody at work that is trying to create some type of an obstacle for you, Pisces. Some of you work from home, by the way. I think it could be you in some cases. It might be your thinking. But I think this could be outside energy doing this to you as well. Because I definitely see somebody trying to limit you, or you have some type of goal this week that is just has been so challenging to reach. And yeah, I think your attention to detail and staying focused is what's going to set you apart, and it's going to take you a long way this week, Pisces. Organization, paying attention, staying focused, because it feels like there's going to be plenty of things, plenty of distractions that might be happening in your life in the background that kind of pull your energy away and might make it easier for you to just like say, you know what, F it, forget it, I'm just going to chill. And it might be the excess pressure that maybe has been getting to you this week. So this is what I mean. I think you might be taking some time to retreat, to back away, to regroup, and maybe put together a new game plan. And I think when you come back to the drawing board to figure out what your decision is, I think that you're going to make the wise decision. I think that especially if this is you own your own business, and maybe your business has been hurting for a minute. Maybe this week it feels like with this increase card, you come in and you find a way to repair the damage. You do damage control somehow with your money, with your career and finances this week. But I promise you, it feels like somebody might be trying to, somebody might say something really, and the way that they say it, Pisces, might be an issue. Okay? But whatever this, yeah. There's somebody saying stuff to you. They think it's funny. Or they're gossiping behind your back. Somebody's not being real about who they are. For some of you, this has something to do with people that you're keeping company with. This could be coworkers. This could be friends. But I definitely feel like your guides are saying, Pisces, use your intuition. Follow your gut feeling about situations and people, because certain people that are in your energy are quite fake. Pisces. Okay, Holy Spirit, what do you have for the Pisces nation? That something new is coming. Let me backtrack a minute. Something new is coming. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. This may have something to do with a brand new relationship. There could have been someone new that has already entered your life, Pisces. And maybe this is you being unsure about whether or not you should really open up and get to know this person. I think you've been hurt before. And you've been burned before, Pisces. So I don't know. You guys are saying there's no need to rush. It's like your guys really want you to focus on your inner healing anyway. It's just going to be up to you to figure out if you're in the mindset to do that. But as far as your money and your career is concerned, there's some abundance coming to you. Welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges. Like I said in the beginning, it feels like, Pisces, you may feel as though you've been the underdog. You've been overlooked in some type of way. This week it feels like there's some type of recognition or reward. You stand out in some type of way. There's people around you that might be feeling kind of salty about it, might be running their mouths about it. But you know, what does that scripture say? That God will make the enemy your footstool. It feels like it's that. They may laugh now, but you know, they kind of have to see you shine in some type of way. They might have thought it was funny before when they were clowning you or saying this or that about you, gossiping about you or whatever they were doing. So while that is going on in the background, yeah, Pisces, your guides are saying stay focused. Don't be distracted by these individuals. That's their ploy. They're trying to distract you to pull you away from your greatness in some type of way. Pisces. Oh, the way forward is open. You got God here. So that's what I mean. Didn't I say that? Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the external force within yourself and others. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to your I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. I think that there is some type of goal or some type of roadmap basically that you're trying to map out for your career. And I think that your guides are definitely going to show you the way. Remember, the way forward is open. What was once locked for you is now open. It feels like the reason for this is due to divine timing. Maybe something wasn't open for you before. You were praying, hoping for something, and it just wasn't coming through. And now your guides are saying the way is being prepared for you. And again, this is why you're receiving a lot of angel numbers to prepare you for some type of change that's getting ready to happen. Speaking of change, let's go back to this. It feels like there's something here having to do with your health. Health is an issue this week. I did mention a situation here where there's some type of health challenge. For some of you, I feel like this may have something to do with the diaphragm. There's definitely like a breathing issue. I'm writing for Pisces. Some of you might have a breathing issue. It could be asthma. It could be whatever. Some of you might be getting some type of plastic surgery. Maybe you're getting something reduced, possibly. You could be going under the knife, basically. This could be like some type of cosmetic surgery. Or maybe you're having some pain in your wrists and your joints, maybe. Anyway, whatever this is, it feels like Pisces. I think some of you might be having some issues with your eyesight as well. Osteoporosis. I'm picking that up. Brittle bones. What's going on with Pisces health, Holy Spirit? So you just have something to do with your intestines. I think that you might have some type of fear that maybe something might be going on with you. There's definitely somebody with a heart issue as well. Somebody might have a pacemaker. Oh, you're eating a lot of junk food. And it might be making it difficult for you to have a bowel movement. You had a lot of anger that it feels like you're holding on to. Pisces. I think this is anger that you push down. And I think this is affecting your health. It's definitely affecting your mental health. I think that this is definitely a week where you've been pushing. I don't know. I think you've been pushing yourself beyond burnout. Maybe this is where this card here that says keeping still. I think this is also because you're sedentary. You're not really exercising a lot. It doesn't really look like that's the case. And for some of you, it feels like there's a need to maybe drink some more water. There's something that I feel like you're holding back emotionally. Something that you're not saying. You're not expressing yourself. And I think it's starting to wreak havoc on your body. I think it's burning you out. And I think that maybe you are not giving yourself enough love or enough credit for the work that you've done, for how far you've come, Pisces. I think you're very hard on yourself. This feels like it definitely starts in the mind. This is your mental health, this feels like. I think you're just kind of like fed up with things that are going on around you. Your co-workers, there's no teamwork. You're kind of feeling like maybe you're pulling everything by yourself, and maybe you don't feel like you have the support that you need. And maybe there's certain manifestations that you're trying to bring about and it's not really happening. Again, things happen according to divine timing. It feels like all of this stuff is just kind of like mounting. It's building up. And whatever this is, as far as health is concerned, whatever is chipping away at you, again, I feel like this week, your guides are turning your attention to your health. It's time to really put your energy into your personal healing, because it does feel like maybe you're feeling down. You're feeling really tired this week. Maybe you're having a stomach ache, maybe a toothache. You're definitely stressed out, and you might be feeling a bit exhausted. It might be from all this studying that you're doing, because it looks like you're writing something. You're writing a book, maybe a term paper. I did say that you have some type of artistic talent. Maybe you are writing some type of a term paper. Thief. I talked to you about that. Maybe somebody broke into your house, broke into your car. This might have something to do with your work situation. Like I said, especially if you are on social media, might be people coming and stealing your content, or vice versa. It could be a Pisces doing this to you. That's what I feel is going on as far as like work and school is concerned. Maybe you just have a lot on your plate. You're trying to balance them both. Anyway, I think you might be doing a lot of multitasking, but there's something in particular that you're obsessing about, and your guides are basically saying, let this go. Let your spirit guides have it, Pisces. Because it really does feel like, even though you may not see it yet, your guides have already got this under control. Are you having breakouts, maybe some energy, some issues with your skin? Now, it feels like maybe there is a desire to move. Okay, see, this does, okay, so let me backtrack a bit. I was talking to you about if you have like a social media platform. You own your own business. I talked to you about this thief card, right? And somebody disguising themselves, not being honest about something here. You know how you have these what do you call these imposter accounts, where these people will go in your comments and act like they're you? Scammer accounts. That's what I'm talking about. That's what this looks like. And that looks like that might be what's going on in your situation. Anyway, yeah, I think you might be going to revisit the doctor this week. And I do feel like there's unethical people that are just really getting on your nerves. This is either you making a decision, or these are decisions that are being affected because of someone else making the decision. So this could have something to do with children or a company or whatever. It feels like you kind of feel left out. At the same time, gosh, Pisces, did you lose somebody? Either this is a worry of yours, Pisces, or somebody actually passed away. It doesn't have to be a recent thing, but it feels like this might be something that might be affecting you this week, Pisces. You might be thinking about something, that this is not literal, where someone passed away. Or somebody doesn't like pop back into your memory after somebody that, you know, maybe you do this professionally. Maybe you are a medium, psychic. You're a psychic medium. Or something just passed. Somebody passed away. I'm definitely picking up like a car accident. Or this is your guide saying, Pisces, on the road, pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on. It feels like there's some distractions on the road. You got this stubborn person here that doesn't want to change. Somebody feels like a failure. Or maybe this is you. This could be a child that might feel like they failed in school. Okay, because definitely feel like you're going to the dentist. Parenthood. Children are going to be a central focus for you this week. Maybe this is your baby's dad, or maybe this is a child that you wish would change. There's definitely somebody that just brings a lot of destruction here. Destruction. Somebody feels like a failure. I feel like this is somebody's thinking, and this is what's keeping you stuck, Pisces. If this is you, if this is your energy. Yeah, some of you are definitely tarot readers. So like I said, this is an aspiration that you have. Some of you are going to tarot readers or this type of thing. Maybe that's the crossroads. We talked about that. Anything else, Holy Spirit, that would be relevant to the Pisces nation this week, Holy Spirit? Anything else for Pisces? Oh, okay. Well, this card is just kind of sitting there off to the side. Well, making it very clear. Your guides are definitely going out of their way to get your attention, and they could even be doing so in the dream world. Find an easier path forward. Surrender the outcome. Release your expectations. I think this is what has you down. We talked multiple times about things happening in divine timing. You may have to be patient. Practice patience to wait for something to happen or for certain opportunities to open up. I definitely feel like things get better for you, Pisces. But I also feel like there's some important communication that might be coming in. Maybe you're waiting for a message. Maybe you're waiting for an answer back from someone else, like I said before, that's making a decision. Or maybe this is you. Maybe you're wanting forgiveness from someone, and maybe you feel like, I don't know, you have to kind of like walk on eggshells to maybe get somewhere with this person. Yeah, whatever is going on, since we're talking about manifestation here. Oh, this is about health. Prioritize self-care. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. Yeah, I think, like I said before, you might be feeling maybe not in the best. Your energy level might be down this week, or you're in some pain, Pisces, and you know, it might not be a bad idea to have other people help you with something here. Because it looks like maybe, I don't know, you might find it to be a weakness to have other people help you. Blocks and obstacles are lifted. This is exactly the case here. We're talking about locked doors can now be open. It feels as though, like I said, divine timing, or this is someone trying to create some type of obstacles for you. Now your guides are lifting it. But I really do feel like something is contingent upon you making some type of decision, Pisces. Yeah, I think so. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. And this is exactly what I feel like your guides are wanting you to do. You have been sacrificing, you've been giving so much to other people, and now it's time for yourself to shine. So in some way, I think you might be rerouting something here, practicing self-care to make sure that you're good too. And on that note, I feel like while money is coming in, because I do see an increase with your money, I think you might be putting some money aside. You might be saving some money here, Pisces, or this is what your guides are encouraging you to do, to set aside some funds here so that you can focus on your life purpose. Yeah, but this week you might find yourself complaining about certain people that you work with, Pisces. Because it just looks like I said, you got some unethical people around you and some people that maybe want to see you lose out. I do see some baby news also. So some of you could be finding out that maybe you are pregnant. Because I do see a pregnancy. If it's not you that's pregnant, it might be somebody around you. All right, Holy Spirit, show me any advice that you have for the Pisces nation. Reclaim your power. Do not give your power away to anyone. Say to yourself, I am strong and capable. I can approach this situation with confidence and skill. I think in some way, maybe this has been you, Pisces. Maybe you've been afraid. In some type of way, maybe you've been afraid to maybe live your purpose, or you've been afraid to maybe say what you've really wanted to say. Now your guides are saying, Pisces, take back your power. I think once again, this has everything to do with working through your shadow, embracing your shadow. There's some parts of you that I feel like you've been rejecting, and I think that that might be a part of what could be blocking you as well. It's like the way is open, the way forward is open, but it just feels like I don't think you see it, Pisces. I think the way has been open for a while. Let's say somebody's doing crossroads magic, road opener spells. Identify your emotional triggers. We absorb the energy, the emotions of others that remain unhealed in ourselves. Notice your triggers such as anger, fear, and gently begin to heal them. Your emotional triggers. Like I said, something might be dredging that up this week. You might get emotionally triggered out of nowhere. Especially with some person in particular, or certain people in particular that kind of pop up in your energy, Pisces. Okay, because it does feel like somebody's trying to trigger you. And it feels like there's, like I said before, certain individuals that are coming into your energy this week that might have something to do with that. Okay? Might be kind of several people that pop up in your energy, or maybe you're kind of spending a lot of time with family, but these might be people that you live with. Once again, Leo is dominating this reading. Maybe you have a pet that you tend to, and if it's not your health, it could definitely be the health of a pet. See that? Conflict. Conflict. All right, Pisces Nation, possibly with a Virgo. All right, Pisces Nation, well, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If this reading was helpful, Pisces, thumbs up this video. Consider subbing to my channel if you are not already subscribed. And if you do decide to subscribe, make sure that you hit the post notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a video for your sign, a sign that you're cross-watching for, or whenever I go live. Thank you, Pisces Nation, for choosing to spend this time with me. I'll see y'all real soon, Pisces Nation. Take good care. Peace out.